What's up, my friends? Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we are. Oh, sorry, I forgot how to. What the heck? Dude, did it really get rid of all my sources? Are you kidding me? Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta figure out the capture device now. Okay, there we go. Wow. So, all right, 30 frames per second. We're sick and tired of the lies. We're sick and tired of this Xbox. You keep giving us these games at 30 frames per second. Have you not noticed what PlayStation is doing? Every single game that PlayStation launches has a 60 frames per second mode. It doesn't matter if they run good or not. They have a 60 FPS mode. It doesn't matter if they look like PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 games. They have a 60 frames per second mode on there. So, what are we doing, Xbox? Seriously, what are we doing? Like seriously. You're really going to bring out the most best looking freaking Unreal Engine 5 game to date at 30 frames per second? Really? You're going to do that? You're going to do that. You're going to give Dreamcast guy the platform to call you out for 30 frames a second on probably the best looking game coming out this generation? Really? You're going to do that? You're not even going to put it in a 60 frames per second mode, not even a 40 frames per second mode for that fact. You really going to go take this game to stand tall against games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or Rise of the Ronin or Stellar Yams? Really? You're going to bring out this game and put it next to those three games? I mean, what about God of War? God of War Ragnarok. Really? You're going to stand this game next to God of War Ragnarok at 30 frames per second? Really? You're going to stand this next to Horizon Forbidden Dawn or Forbidden West at 30 frames per second? This being the most detailed looking game we've seen to date on a console, you're really going to stand that next to all these PlayStation games? Really? What are you thinking, Xbox? I mean, seriously, like bringing out this game, charging $49.99 for it, and having it be the best looking Unreal Engine 5 game to date on the consoles, and you're going to bring it out at 30 frames per second. I don't know who does like the whole gaming thing over there or who tells you guys what to do, but I mean, like, seriously? Oh, wait a minute. Dang. I almost forgot. This is like the most oh man, you know what? I had to catch myself there for a second because I'm freaking out over nothing. I'm freaking out over absolutely nothing. You know why? Because Unreal Engine 5 is a very, very demanding system. And to date, the best looking Unreal Engine 5 games that we've gotten on the Xbox and the PlayStation is Immortals of Avium and probably RoboCop. And to think that Hellblade 2 is going to have all of the features and look absolutely incredible and run that at 30 frames per second, if it's a locked 30 frames per second, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If it's dynamic 4K and it looks incredible on a 4K screen and it plays at 30 frames per second and the combat feels weighty and the movement, I mean, the game is slow like the first one, I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with that. I don't know why I was freaking out, guys. I was getting all mad. I was getting pretty upset. I look at all the yeah, I can't believe that. So tell me one game on the PlayStation 5 that actually fully utilizes the whole Unreal Engine 5 in a third person game like this, because we've seen first person shooters, and normally first person shooters can usually run a little bit higher resolution and definitely normally hit like 60 frames per second. Those games are usually designed for that. I mean, I'll tell you this, guys. I just struggled through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at at blur K, at fuzz K below. It was blur K. Like, it looked like trash at 60 frames a second. It's horrible. I'm not even joking. It is absolutely horrible the way these games are looking on a 4K screen when they come out at 800p. Rise of the Ronin. Oh my gosh, man! This game literally looks like a freaking who letting Phil cook. You know, I wanted to start this live stream off with a little bit of like an impact, like getting mad, like acting like I was freaking out about Xbox coming out with Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 looks absolutely incredible. That game looks like it's got so much detail, it's not even funny. If that game can run at 30 frames per second on the Xbox Series X and still deliver a quality 4K looking experience, at $49.99, I kind of think we should be a little bit happy about that, to be completely honest with you, because I'll tell you what, man. Some of these Unreal Engine 5 games, running them on the PC is, they're a wee bit heavy, man. They're a wee bit heavy. I mean, like, come on, think about it. I've yet to see one true next gen looking game from PlayStation. I mean, you could say Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart all you want, but yeah, I don't know. If it could play on Linux, then I'm on it. Xbox isn't down nothing. I want to see PlayStation put out a game that looks as good as Hellblade 2 that doesn't run at 30 frames per second. You know what I mean? I mean, even like everybody that's complaining about this right now, I want to see when they freak out about Grand Theft Auto 6, bro. That's about what the first game was. But they're not charging us $70 for a 6 hour game, and you can play it day one on Game Pass for the low price of what, $16.99? $16.99 you can play that game and get through your 6 hours and move on. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and try to say it's not gonna be a one and done game, because it is gonna be a one and done game. You're gonna play it on your PS5 Pro? Shouldn't you at least get a PS5 first? I think Shadow needs to at least get a PS5 first before. Yeah, Forbidden West looked amazing. It does. It looks great. I have it on PC. It looks fantastic. But let's be real. Didn't really look that great on a 4K screen at launch, man, because I bought it at launch and I played through that at launch, and yeah, that 60 frames a second mode was pretty hit, bro. It was blurry as it was bad. Stellar Blade looks really good. Yeah, I don't think Xbox gamers really care. To tell you the truth, man, to tell you the truth, I don't think these guys are. I don't think the Xbox guys are really going to care too much. It's going to be on Game Pass, bro. We're used to it at this point. I mean, we got the most powerful console, but we're not getting 60 frames per second. That's fine. I mean, it is what it is, bro. That's why I have a PC too. It was fantastic in 4K. Yeah, 30 frames per second. That's what I had to play it at. Was 30 frames per second. I when I beat that game, I played through it on the Stellar Blade. Is just a waifu game. Yeah, Stellar Blade is Stellar Yams. But I mean, come on, man, come on, you little ponies like Dreamcast guy and everybody else out there trying to make Xbox look bad, or try to pretend Xbox looks bad for bringing out this for bringing this game out at 30 frames per second. This game looks good. I know, huh? I just ate a big old steak, man. I just ate a big old steak, and I had a toothpick sitting right here, but I don't know where it went. I'll have to get one out of my lunchbox. Did you play through it before or after they fixed it? Did you guys play through it before or after they fixed it? Because I played through it day one when buildings and shit were popping in like right out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I played that game day one. Ooh, I still have coffee. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. No, man, I just think it's pretty funny, man. Like these dudes, all of a sudden it was doom and gloom over there on Twitter, and I'm just looking at it. I'm like, wait until these guys see what a true freaking Unreal Engine 5 game does to their PS5. Yeah, dude, it was a little bit too blurry for my taste in the 60 FPS mode, so I had to play it at 30 frames a second on an OLED. Uh, dude, I brought all the. I think it's hilarious, man. Like I literally think it's hilarious that people are going after this Hellblade 2 and trying to make it look bad on the Xbox. It's think about it, man. This game is Unreal Engine 5. It's got all the features, nanite, lumen, everything. Everything is laser scanned. All of it is freaking dude, this game is going to look absolutely incredible. There was so much popping in freaking Horizon Forbidden West day one, man. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I'd be running, and then next thing you know, like all the buildings in the desert would pop in just out of nowhere, like 20 feet in front of me. The stuff would glitch out, like people would be floating in the air, all kinds of stuff, man. Like it was not like, I mean, I still rated it 90. I still liked the game, and I mean, I bought it again on PC. Shogun TV show is one of the best shows. I'm very interested to see what Gears of War 6 is going to do. If they're going to be able to get that at 60 frames a second. Yeah, 30 FPS on an OLED was terrible, man. That was a pretty tough. Why do I give the fanboys attention? Seriously? Because it's fun, dude. It's fun. It gives me something to make content and like it gives me something to do content about. It gives me something to talk and have fun because what else was I gonna make tonight? Racing videos? Did you guys want more racing videos? Because I could have just did racing videos. But I keep having people say they want me to go live more often, so I was trying to find something to go live about. Because to tell you the truth, I don't really care because I'm going to play it on PC, so it doesn't matter to me. But I'm here to damage control for Xbox. Why wouldn't I damage control this? I mean, this game looks phenomenal. Everything that I've seen so far looks incredibly detailed. So I mean, I can give this one a pass for being 30 frames per second. What's up, Goompala? Goompla. Yeah, why you been hiding? You don't call, you don't write. I don't see you guys anymore. Ban Mondays. Ban Mondays. I just saw that. I like that, dude. I like that, man. Ban Mondays. Get rid of them. Just throw them right out the freaking window. Gosh. Ooh, man. See, I don't know. I saw like right after they announced that. I was looking on Twitter and I saw the thumbnail that I posted on here today with Dreamcast guy, dude. It's about 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours, $49.99, and day one on Game Pass. I paid what, $30 for the first one? It should be able to do 60. Shadow, your PlayStation 5 wouldn't even be able to do 60 on this game. I'll be surprised if my PC can do 60. I'll probably have to break out the big boy, the 7900 XT, the 7900 XT to play it at 4K 60. Yeah, that's fine. That's what, dude. Xbox fanboys were freaking screaming from the top of their lungs. They want PlayStation games, so they're getting one. They're getting a taste of PlayStation games. So, well, but at least they're not getting charged $70. At least Xbox is not gonna do them like PlayStation would. Yeah, we want 600. We want $70 for our 6 hour game with 4 hours of cutscenes. Yeah, I mean, Xbox fans wanted a PlayStation 5 game. They got one. Stint Tag PS guys. They don't even have one of them games from a first party studio on Unreal Engine 5 that even comes close to what Hellblade 2 is. So how do we even know, bro? How do we even know what the PS5 can do? These guys sitting here telling Xbox that they can't make this game at 60 frames per second. And then, you look at the game and the complexity of that, or even Starfield for that matter. You look at the complexity of Starfield, and to try to get 60 frames per second on that game, you need a pretty decent PC for that. 4090 Live. Yep, tested on a 4090. I think I'll be able to get at least 60 on it, but I probably am going to have to put the 7900 XT and to get 60 on that game. I don't know. I could easily get 40, or I'll probably be able to do 1440p 60, but when it comes to 4K 60, I don't know, man. I'll probably have to throw the 7900 XT in there. Or I might have to just buy me a 4080 Super. I'm definitely not buying a 4080 Super for that game though. It's just going to be funny, man. I can't wait to see when the first actual real Unreal Engine 5 comes to PlayStation 5 and it's like 30 frames a second, or it's like 864p or something. All of them games. Even like, dude, even Rise of the Ronin, it looks bad, and it doesn't even run at 60 frames per second. Even in the freaking performance mode, it doesn't. Dude, it's so stuttery. It's bad. I had to drop it to 30 frames a second to actually have a playable experience, and it's still got pretty bad frame pacing on a PlayStation 5, and it was built with the power of the PlayStation 5 in mind. Made some vids on becoming more PC focused with your gaming. Have you tried big picture mode? Absolutely, I have tried big picture mode. Yeah, you just push the Xbox the center button and it goes right into big picture mode. It's pretty cool, man. You can definitely play the PC like a console. Most of Sony studios use custom engines. So, yeah, they do. Two different architectures. Yeah, it'll probably be 30 frames per second, dude. It'll probably be 30 frames per second. It'll be interesting, dude. Silent Hill remake on on UE5 running at 30 frames per second. Yep, every single one of PlayStation games that have come out so far have been using PS4 tech. Like PS4 engines that are slightly. I mean, like, look at Spider-Man 2, man. Like, seriously. It was barely an upgrade from the other games. The actual other games came out looking better than the Spider-Man 2 did. Don't try to tell me they didn't, because they did. The other ones were sharper, crisper, cleaner visuals. And then Spider-Man 2 came out and it doesn't look, I mean, it's definitely softer. I don't mind. I didn't mind, but 1440p monitor saved the day. No problem with it. Yep, exactly, dude. You just have a 1440p monitor and you're going to be fine on everything except for PlayStation games. RE engine. RE engine? For what? I can't say anything about it with Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 is one of them. It's okay. It's okay. MJ is more powerful than Venom. Absolutely, man. She was a lot harder fight than the Venom one. Or Rage. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're looking at these PlayStation bangers that have come out that are $70 that don't really push the envelope too much. I mean, they do kind of cake in that ray tracing, though. Well, yeah, they got rid of Spider Man. I don't think this the new Spider-Man game is going to have Peter Parker as a playable character. It'll be Miles Morales and gosh, what's her name? Scarlet or something. WRC PCVR coming this month. Ooh, yeah, I saw that. I did see that. You know what's funny, McFig? I'll be playing WRC EA Sports WRC on PSVR 2 before the PlayStation ponies will get to play it on their PSVR 2. Using PSVR 2 on my PC. That's hilarious. That is simply hilarious, man. They'll probably. What's up, Vitra? How's it going? I'll probably be able to play. By the way things are going, it'll probably come to PSVR 2 will probably be working on PC before EA puts a VR mode in EA Sports. Think about that, guys. Think about that. In other news, I've been downloading all my older games that I've been buying on Steam to my ROG Ally. Playing a game like Thief on ROG Ally, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Extra, what's up? Thank you for stopping by. Hello. Oh man, dude, that's gonna be so hilarious if I'm sitting here on my PSVR 2 on my PC playing EA Sports WRC in VR before the PlayStation before the people that shelled out 550 for their PSVR 2 and all of their stuff, dude. That's going to be absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I'll be playing it on my more powerful PC as for adult entertainment. No, they can't do that. They don't gotta. They gotta have a. You gotta have a. You gotta have a internet. You gotta have a. You gotta have a web browser for that, and they don't have one. They don't get to use it for that. Love PS5. Then I was sold a lot of crap, and whenever getting 60 FPS, the res was crap. Simply put, sold my console, bought a PC. Nice. Welcome to the PC. Welcome to PC, man. Playing No Man's Sky on ROG Ally. Nice, nice. Thousands on dude. I spent $1,800 between my PS5 and my Series X, and getting 2 TB hard drives for them at $400 a pop. That's $1,800 right there that I could have bought a good PC for. Because it doesn't have any game. Started playing Morrowind and Dragon Age on my Legion Go. Nice, nice. That's a good idea. Dragon Age 2. I might buy that. I might buy Dragon Age 2 for it. That's a good idea, Nighttail. I've wanted to replay Dragon Age 2 for a long time. So I might just buy that. Oh yeah, dude, AMD's awesome, man. I'm perfectly okay with either. I'm perfectly okay with either. I got the Nvidia thing fixed. It's running a lot better now. So much easier to figure out now. I think you would really enjoy AMD. I really do. AMD is awesome. Way to go now. To be honest, I won't be buying another console. I don't think anybody should buy another console after this generation. To be completely honest with you, unless you are financially unless there's like a financial thing that's like forcing you to stay in the console market, don't do it. Like learn a little bit about PC, because all of the stuff like not being able to use a controller or having to use keyboard and mouse, just all of the things that we tell ourselves as console gamers about PC gaming isn't the case. It isn't the case. Oh, not like the better colors and all of that stuff that I was ranting and raving about before. I got my colors fixed. I bought a new HDMI cable, so now I actually get my 4K 120 on my 4K screen. Um, getting everything kind of fixed. AMD was just such it was just is just way easier to set up and use. Like I don't have to set up anything on like on the AMD software. I plug it in, I put my card in, load my software, and boom, everything's just there. Like it just works. All my freaking screens work, everything. Downloaded most of my Steam library around a Windows Server 2025 Starfield game by Yeah, PC is mostly fine if you go out and you buy if you went out and you bought a pre-built right now, you'd probably be fine. If like most of the console guys coming from console to PC, if you buy a pre-built, you're probably gonna be fine. You're probably gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like I think most people would be happy. You'll get a long time use out of that. By the time you're ready to like invest and build like a bigger, better PC, I think you'll have a lot more figured out because once you start watching and consuming like more PC content and stuff like that, I think it gets a little bit better. But you got to understand that most of it is hype. Most of it's hype. Dragon Age 1 and 2 don't have controller support on PC, so you'll have to use the joystick as a mouse about a third of the time. Okay, never mind. I'm not doing that. I can't do that. I have to be able to use the controller. Wolverine Day and Date on my PC. I know. PC better? No. Mouse and keyboard not better. 5600 AMD, 32 gigs of RAM, Nvidia 3070 Ti Corsair. See, that's not a bad card at all. That's not a bad setup. Pretty expensive, like how Sin is expensive. Sin will cost you your soul burning in hell. That would suck more than going back to an OG Nintendo. Probably. Kept telling myself that it was too much to learn, which I love learning. I don't. Exactly, man. Exactly, extra. I think that people just like, oh man, like the software and this and drivers and buggy games and that's not the case. In my experience, honestly, guys, with buggy, busted, broken games, it was mostly the games during the beginning of this generation, and then like trying to run unrealistic settings on some of these new games. Because I work on PCs all day at work, and it's nice to disconnect from a mouse and keyboard after work. It's much easier to do now. Yeah, I mean, like, trust me, consoles have a place, but you're gonna be playing games at 30 frames per second. You know what I mean? 30 FPS. Let's hope they keep that same energy. I hope they keep the same energy too, man. I don't think they will though. They'll be like, "Oh my gosh, this Grand Theft Auto 6 is the best game ever made," and I'll be like, "Nope, it's 30 frames per second." Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like guys, if you look at a GPU and you look at like the average resolution and frame rate that you can get, I would say my 7800 XT is a 1440p card, over 60 frames a second 90% of the time. The same with the 4070 Super. If you want 4K, then that drops to like 50%, 45-50% that you can do like 4K on a lot of games, like the overall average. But if you use frame generation, if you use like the tools that you have on PC now, then you can always do like 4K over 60 frames per second. Maybe you might have to drop a little bit of settings a little bit sometimes, but for the most part, even medium settings on 4K looks better than some of the console games. See ya, repent and follow Jesus. Have fun, my friend. Xbox Series X has great graphics. 30 FPS is a letdown for a next gen console. Absolutely, man. Of course, it's well. I don't know. We're talking about we're talking about a full on Unreal Engine 5 game that is fully using all of the stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. That game looks absolutely incredible. I don't think it's going to get a 60 FPS update, and if it does, it better be like 6 months after, so that so that it can skip the hate for the 864p. PS5 Pro now, so a laptop would suffice. And a 4070 mobile wasn't. A 4070 desktop, so I returned it. Oh yeah, dude, 4070. Yeah, yeah. Me personally, I'm not. I've already done my little laptop thing. I won't do that again. I will not do that again. I have 4K 30 with RT, 1440p 60, and 1080p with RT. We'll get Hellblade too. Hopefully. Tremendous stakes. I think the consoles will still reign supreme for most people because of the simplicity and ease of use. Also, most people don't know the difference between 30 and 60 unless they're told. Yeah, maybe. I mean, for casuals, for sure. But the people that care about this stuff, to me, have DDR5. Age of Empires 2 is awesome on the Series X. Yeah. Age of Empires. Consoles, more settings, controls, still controllers the same. Yeah, it really does just feel. It really just does feel the same. You're just getting a much better experience overall. PS5 Pro is absolutely a scam. Absolutely. 4K DLSS quality, 70 plus, all games I've played, and 1440p native still doesn't look as good as 4K DLSS. I have 4K 120 TV, 50 inch. Smaller TV sometimes, but now I love it. I may break. I may break. I may break and buy a PS5 Pro if it has. No, dude, it's not gonna have 60 FPS. You'll have to wait for the PC version for that. Play all modern AAA titles. I play a lot of them. I play most of them too. GTA 7 in the works already. I think that the Unreal Engine 5, man, is just way too much for these consoles, man. It has the same CPU. Yeah. I mean, if you're buying a PS5 Pro, man, you're Dragon's Dogma 2. Um was there a new update today? I have played the newest update that was out when I got it. Let me see if it'll pull up. Yeah, that new update was a while ago. That new update was a while ago. Trying to explain. that's that's horrible. I mean, you can do Witcher hair work. 4080 Super means you can do Witcher hair work. Oh gosh. Hellblade 2 looks incredible, man. PS5 Pro has the alleged specs of a 5. Oh yeah, nope. There's no way it's $500. Switch after getting back into the gaming, and it was like what feels slow or off, and I realized it was the 30 FPS after you get acclimated to 60 frames per second or higher, dude. 30 FPS kind of does feel like you're running around in mud. Feels like you're stuck. It really does kind of. Oh, who's the PS5 Pro? PS5 Pro is for deep pocket ponies. Deep pocket ponies. DPP. Deep pocket ponies. You got deep pockets. You can buy a PS5 Pro. Console games will always be more optimized than PC. It's like iOS apps are more optimized apps than Android. That being said, I'm always PC first because of the insanely cheap games. You absolutely do get much cheaper games on the PC, man. You save a lot of money over a 3 year period, man. You'll save more money on just games than what you pay for your PC. I will probably buy a PS5 Pro day one so we can cover it on the channel. Of course, I want my PS5 games to run better. 2 years after PS5 Pro is next gen. I know, huh? It's gonna just make the PlayStation harder to wow people. I don't really expect nothing from PS6, to be completely honest with you. My son can't tell the difference between 30 and 60. Filthy casual mom's boy. Gosh dang casuals. Coalition will come up. I'm pretty interested to see if Gear 6 will be at 60 frames. For PC, not sure though. And there's a new Dragon's Dogma 2 update. Yeah, there's not one. There's not a new update yet. If you're buying a PS5, don't call me a dummy, Chaos. I'm just gonna buy it because I have to. I meant the update on Xbox Series X. Oh no, I don't have it on Series X. I just bought it on PC. I was thinking about buying a second copy. I reached out to Capcom to see if they would give me an Xbox Series X key, and they turned my request down. Apparently, I don't have enough. I'm not a big enough channel for them to care about. So I get to still pay for their games and cover them for free. I get to cover them for free. Well, free for them, money for me. I have to pay. I have to pay to be a Capcom shill. I have to pay money to be a Capcom shill, okay? I made the switch to PC 3 years ago, dude. I don't even touch my Xbox or PS5. Exactly. I've kind of done that too. The only time I touch my PS5 now is for games like Rise of Ronin, man. Like I bought it on there, and I wasn't even really gonna buy it, but then I was just like, whatever, I'll just buy it. Generation remasters and remakes. Exactly, dude. It's been nothing but remasters, remakes, PlayStation 4 games upgraded to PlayStation 5, and then the ponies like Dreamcast guy have got the nerve to sit here and try to be like down on Hellblade 2 for looking absolutely incredible. I don't know, dude. I'll be honest with you, man. I would rather. Okay, here's my honest opinion on Xbox Series X right now, guys. I would much rather be forced into 30 frames per second and have an absolutely beautiful game on the Xbox, as opposed to having a Final Fantasy VII remake or Rebirth being all blurry and fuzzy like it was, or the way that Rise of Ronin looks at and performs at 60 frames per second. I'd rather just have a stable 30 frames per second experience, man, because it gets more jarring not. FPS sucks after experiencing 60 on the same grade, but the biggest game of all, which is GTA 6, will be 30. Exactly, it's going to be 30 FPS. Dude, just seeing Hellblade 2 come out at 30 frames per second, that pretty much just seals the fate for something like Grand Theft Auto 6. PSSR. I don't know, man. That kind of just sounds like another. That kind of just sounds like another one of them syndromes that the ponies are going to have, like SSD, Sony simping disease. Uh, I don't know if I'm going to buy Stellar Blade. Hell out of Dragon's Dogma 2. Bro, I literally sold all my games and consoles the day I made the switch to PC. Literally made several trips to GameStop. I know, sue me. Just didn't want to deal with the marketplace crazies. Oh, yeah. Yeah, give them to GameStop, man. Somebody's got to keep them in business. Commodore 64. Nice. Totally wasn't to do the EK water block setup on the PS5. Totally want to do the water block. Seen the trailer for the Fallout show? I have. I'm hoping the current gen Fallout 4 version will come out within a few weeks. Oh yeah, they said they were upgrading that, huh? Almost bought a 4080 Super second hand. Guy was going to trade it for my 4070, but I was like, nah, something fell off. Said he made a bet with his bro that if bro bought 4090, he would buy a 4080. Huh. Switch to GeForce Now and don't even touch my PC. Nice, nice. GeForce Now, I heard it's pretty good, but I would rather just have dedicated hardware. Commodore 64 games, audio cassette. I use both my consoles, which. So, guys, the whole thing about Xbox bringing out these games at 30 frames per second, like, I don't mean to like damage control for Xbox, especially now because they've got a racist on board that they won't get rid of. But the whole fact that like this game, I've played multiple Unreal Engine 5 games on PC now. I know how demanding they can be. I know what type of resources they require to be able to run at stable frame rates, with max visual quality and stuff. So that's why Hellblade 2 gets a pass from me. That's why Hellblade 2 gets a pass from me, because the game's going to look incredible. And I don't know if I would want to sacrifice visual quality for performance on that game. Like I wouldn't. To be completely honest with you, I wouldn't. I want that game to look incredible and play good. I think Ninja Theory made the right choice. Dolby Vision support now. Do they? Ghost of Tsushima doesn't run like ass on PC release. I think it'll run fine. Ghost of Tsushima is going to run fine. That game is very well optimized already. I don't think it's going to have a problem. I mean, though my one hope for Ghost of Tsushima on PC is that we get higher quality textures. That's the one thing I hope for. I am damage controlling. Notice you have the RTX 4070 Super in your PC longer than AMD. Dude, I had AMD on my PC for like 8 months. I've had this in there for almost 3 weeks now. 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. I'm forcing myself to get good on the Nvidia, dude. I want to be able to, the only thing I want to do is be able to give people good, solid, accurate information. That's it. That's it. I don't care what GPU I'm using. I do prefer AMD a lot more. I think it's a lot better in terms of like cost to performance, stuff like that. I feel like AMD is much better. Frog. I heard you, Elden Lord Raiden. I'm working through the comments. Sony doesn't have Dolby Vision. I don't think they have Dolby Vision yet. I think it's still the what is it? The deep color or whatever. 4080 on condition. If brother bought 4090, he only plays Rocket League, so selling 4080, wanted my 4070, $500 cash. No, thank you. Can't type too much. Oh yeah, I get what you're saying, man. That does sound a little weird. What's up, Beer Baron? Thing is, I'm sure a Series X equivalent PC could run. I'm gonna try it, dude. I'm gonna try it on my 7600 XT. I will try it on the 7600 XT. See if I can get it to 4K 60 frames a second on that. I'll see. Like, we'll see if I can get it to 4K 60 frames a second on that card. And then I'll work back down to find out where we get 60 FPS on that. My CPU is like what, 3.7. The Xbox is 3.8. You are on a board for 30 FPS for visual fidelity, and any PS5 port to PC has ran flawlessly. What are you talking about? 30 FPS for visual fidelity on the Xbox? Absolutely. I'm on board for 30 frames per second on visual quality on the PS5 too. I'd always prefer performance over visuals. See, not on a game like that is designed for visual quality. See, like this game is designed for visual quality. So I don't know. That works. 60 FPS. Yeah, you're right, dude. A lot of them do. Think it's going to look awesome. What do you expect for $500? Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima looked really good on PS5. Not gonna lie, the 4070 Super is better than a 3090. Yeah, I think it's gonna look great. I think it's gonna look great on the PC. PS bangers and the Final Fantasy remakes have been disappointing for me. Nvidia business practices, but that DLSS is a beautiful thing with the 3080. Yeah, I mean, I think that Nvidia could definitely lower their prices to be more in line with what AMD has. I think AMD makes a good enough GPU that the Nvidia can no longer justify charging what they charge for their cards. That's basically all I'm saying. I think that if you've got a 7800 XT and a 4070 Super, buy the AMD card. You're going to get just as good an experience. Buy the AMD card, save $100. What's up, Jason X? You stop e-begging with cameras. I kind of hate when you spam those 30 videos. I only spammed 16 videos. I just hurry up and put them up, dude. I don't even care. Sorry, man. Like, I'm sorry that everybody got mad about that, but I just put them up there because I wanted to just be done with that. Like the Camus C5, it is an amazing wheel. You are not going to find a better DD experience for that price range at $250. But with that being said, that small rim size for me just doesn't work. It doesn't. My hands feel cramped after using that for a long time. So yeah, I just wanted to hurry up and get through those videos so that I could get back to my beautiful Camus C12, because that thing is an absolute monster. Ooh, this thing is a beauty. That C12 is awesome. I'm enjoying Starfield and Gotham Knights on my X. No issue with the frame rate. Yeah, both of them play fine. After playing through Starfield at like almost 100 frames a second and then going back to the Xbox, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty challenging, but I beat it on the Xbox too. It's lit. I had to decide in December if I was happy with 4070 before Supers came out. Saved a lot on year-end deal. Same PC with a 4070 Super is $500 more than I paid. Nice. That's a good deal. Yeah, I bought a 4070 Super Founders Edition. That's what I'm using right now. That's what's in the PC. Did you know there's no RGB on that? That sucks, man. I at least thought the GeForce sign would light up, but no. That's only reserved for more expensive cards. Or when 30 series came out and ran with it, and now that have to scale back. They do have to scale it back. I don't think that Nvidia. I personally don't think Nvidia should be charging $100 more for the 4070 Super. I think it should be $500. I think it should be the exact same price as the 7800 XT. PC to console, I see people defend their PS. Dude, PlayStation 5 is powerful. It's powerful. It's stronger than a 4090. You bought a 4080, so you wouldn't know. PS5 is better. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how the I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Starfield worth a play? Absolutely, man. Yeah, can't you see the box right there? Let me change the let me change the thing. So you can see it up there in the corner. Let me change my light to yellow so you can see it better. See it up there next to the let me move my thing. 4070 Super. But we'll go back to that one. Sorry, I got to move my camera just a little bit now so you could see the beautiful box of the 4070 Super. It is such a beautiful card, such a freaking, you know, the 4070 Super, my friends, is a very premium card. Now we're going back to the green, man. We are defending Xbox right now. I bought my Series X for 350. That's a good deal, man. You're really jealous? Dude, it was hard to get that card, man. I had that 4070, that MSI one. I just sold that one, and I was like, dude, I'm just like I was feeling so good with the AMD experience that I was like, dude, I don't even care about the ray tracing and stuff. You can barely use it on like a 4070. So I was like, I don't really care about it. But this 4070 Super, being able to utilize like frame generation and stuff. I put out some Hitman videos the other day. That game is truly transformed by the ray tracing. It looks incredible. But see, I wasn't really given. PS5 strong, the military grade machines. I wanted to trade 4070 for 4070 Ti Super, but I think the depreciation loss isn't worth it. I'm gonna wait at least a couple of years. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a 4070 Super Box. That is such a premium experience. Extra. It is such a premium experience to open a freaking Founders Edition card, man. It's nice. Was boring. I finished the story and the ending sucked. Heck, yeah. See, you're just an angry gamer, bro. You just don't like video games. Don't worry. Stellar Yams is coming out soon. You could just play that. That'll be good for you. Video was so on point. A lot of console gamers make excuses to avoid PC. All their excuses, other than the price, are BS to me. It is pretty plug and play, man. Like you download Steam and then you download your games and then you just play them. You know what I mean? It's not really that hard. It's really not that hard to be a PC gamer, dude. I think a lot of it really C5 is honestly the price. People look at the price and they're just like, "Oh my gosh, that's too expensive." But think about this: the pride and the excitement and the joy you feel about like an Xbox Series X or a PS5 when they get announced and they come out. That's how I feel now when new graphics cards get announced. I'm like, ooh, I get all freaking, I get all happy and excited about them and stuff. Even with the freaking even with the 78 or 7900 GRE, dude, I was starting to get a little bit of FOMO. Like I want to buy it, I want to try it. You know what I mean? Like you'll start to have them same feelings for PC that you do for console. Um, Mainly if you build your own PC, then you'll probably get that because with the pre-built that I bought, I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that connection to it. It did take a little while for me to finally grow that connection to PC. It was more along the lines when I got the AMD card. When I got the AMD card, man, everything changed. Everything changed. It just changed very fast for me. I dislike about pre-built is actually wanted an actual bracket that comes with the GPU in the box. MSI put an awesome, well-hidden anti-sag bracket, but MSI 4070X Gaming Slim comes. Yeah, I bought my own little bracket thing that I can use when I put that 7900 XT in there. I use that now instead of putting the big old bracket thing that comes with it. With a special anti-sag bracket, I wonder how the performance would be if they uncap the frames on any of these 30 FPS games and just give people the option. I don't see. Maybe on Xbox it would probably be fine, Jason, but with PlayStation they don't have. If you have a VRR TV, it's probably not that bad. When you said you would rattle off stuff about the PC but had no idea about it, that's what console gamers do, and it's freaking annoying. Trying to wait for the new AMD CPUs and Nvidia 5000 series to come out at the end of the year to upgrade and make a new desktop build. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea, man. That's a sound choice. Getting the stuff like right at launch, in my opinion, is probably better than waiting until the end of it. Don't need the gaming. So I only recommend that, dude. If you've got like disposable income and you can afford to do that, then yeah, dude, buy your freaking GPUs every generation. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna when the 50 series comes out, I'll buy a 50 series card. When the new AMD cards come out, I'm gonna buy one of those too. I like both experiences. I do. I'll buy my Nvidia for the ray tracing and whatever, and then I will. Some games run better on Nvidia cards. Some games run better on AMD cards. Whenever I'm playing a game, I want the best experience, so I will have both GPUs, and staying in the mid range is actually a good idea for that. Because then instead of spending $1,000 on each card, then I can spend like my 500 or 600 bucks and still get the same price and still get better experience. What's up? Hi, baby. What? I like kisses.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Just let me come and say hello.
It took you a long time to get home. Oh, good. You didn't get it from Amazon?
No.
Well, shoot.
I'll get you some.
I was just gonna wait. I just had like a regular coffee. Here, go make me a good coffee with the shots in there. One shot.
Yeah.
1 shot of espresso.
I know how to make it.
12-ounce coffee.
Okay.
Thank you. No, just black coffee.
I got you blonde and the other one.
Put a blonde in it. I want a blonde. Peppernet. I want to try a blonde.
That's rude.
I want to try a blonde coffee. What, sir? Well, you think I'd take a blonde over your mama? Crazy. It's crazy. I'm not attracted to blondes in the slightest. Not only that, just because they're not very attractive. Ooh, I prefer Nvidia interface. I prefer AMD interface over Nvidia. Honestly, AMD interface, AMD Adrenalin software is significantly better. You want a blonde too, huh? I'm pretty sure you just want any girl. Ooh, I'm sorry, that sucks. Give me some coffee too. Oh dang. Xbox lost another game. What game did they lose this time? Xbox is going third party, dude. There's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is, bro. I don't even care anymore. That's just stupid. That's water under the bridge. I don't have 2 builds. Never thought of that. I just so extra. What I was going to do at first was just leave both AMD software and Nvidia software on there, and just use them. And I'm pretty sure that would probably still be fine. And I might do that when I put the AMD card back in there. But I have deleted all the AMD software off of there. I'm just using Nvidia. But yeah, having both cards in a mid range, that's not a bad idea. I mean, so think about it. Like if I'm playing Cyberpunk, I'm on the Nvidia card. And then when I want to play, like Call of Duty, I throw in the AMD card. I wish that I could, guarantee that my software wouldn't ruin each other, and then I would just keep it that way. What's up, victim? What's up, brother? Oh, we're just damage controlling for Xbox again. It seems like that is a monthly ritual. Gotta defend these 30 FPS bangers. Is MSI Center 0 frozen okay to use as base like GPU fan curve? Or should I use custom? Dude, I don't even play with that. I don't play with the fan curves at all on mine. Every GPU I've ever ran has always ran at stock freaking fan, and they're quiet, dude. It's not even that loud. I on my 5900X, I've got a dual fan AIO cooler, and I don't set that nothing. It just runs, man. It just works good. GPU fans are off on idle and about 60. They turn on and keep my card at 60 or sometimes 70. I don't worry about that stuff, man. I don't even care. Honestly, I don't care. You know what I mean? If it burns out, bro, I'll just go buy a new one. Like I got a 3-year warranty on these cards, dude. If they burn out, I'll get it RMA, dude. I don't care. I mean, worst case scenario, I got to do videos on my phone for a couple of days, waiting for a new. Actually, I've got 4 GPUs, bro. If one of them burns out, I'm gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like, yep, I'm 100% a brunette guy, dude. I could care less for blondes. Yeah, dude. I don't go all PC nerd out on this stuff, dude. When people are talking about like power draw and all of that stuff, I'm like, if you want power, you're gonna have to pay for power. You know what I mean? So I don't know, dude. I don't care about the fan curves. If it's like really loud, then maybe I would care. But dude, at 1440p, your system should not be very loud. And the girls will show up at your doorstep. I doubt that. GeForce experience. I don't set it. You just run it. bro. Getting into like what is it, like Afterburner or something like that, and setting up your fan curves or something like that. Like I don't care about doing that. Like I have, if my PC needs to run the fans, let them run. You always set them and make sure they're not loud. See, I don't even care. Can you guys hear my fans? I'm not good at stock fan settings since AMD reference design has bad cooling for the 6900 XT. Well, maybe, I mean, maybe if you've got to, you know what I mean? Like if your card is like always freaking getting hot, maybe you need to adjust them, but I don't notice I don't notice any like slowdown or anything like that. I think the only time I would start looking at my fan speeds is if I was starting to get throttled.
Here's your black coffee.
Ooh, yummy black coffee. Thank you, Toots. That one has a shot of espresso in there. I can smell the espresso. So good. Right on. I have the 3080 Ti EVGA, and the thermals are the worst. Looking to upgrade to a 5090 Asus since they are known to run quiet and efficient. Nice, Donald. Who else likes blondes? Probably not. I don't know. Play Skull and Bones at the moment. 60 FPS 4K on the Series X runs and looks great. You're playing Skull and Bones at 4K 60 on the Series X? Didn't Digital Foundry say that was... No, I'm just joking. Welcome to the family, Ted. Oh, I got Xbox warranty with Big Box Store purchased, or I could call MSI with their warranty, or Lucy with Micro Center. Yeah, there you go, man. See, I wouldn't even worry about it, bro. Dude, you're a 4070, man. Don't even worry about it. Honestly, if you got a 4070, don't even worry about it, man. Like, the only time you're actually going to hear that thing spool up is if you're trying to run 4K max settings and you're getting 22 frames a second, bro. Like, your 4070 is going to run just fine. It's going to be quiet. It's got 3 fans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of cooling on those cards, man. it's what, like 200 or 190, watts of power or something. Like, I wouldn't even worry about it. The only time I'd really worry about it is if it's like super loud and it's getting annoying. But I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be loud. Dude, it's honestly, dude, I think the power draw and the fan curve and all of that, that's just nerd speak, bro. That's just the nerds trying to make their justify their purchases or whatever, man. Like, honestly, I don't even care. The nerds, man. It's just PC nerd stuff, bro. Don't get all caught up in that stuff. Just whatever works for you, man. Like if it bothers you, then maybe set it to go a little bit higher or something. When I use for gaming, the other one's a backup, and when I use and when I use for display card, I see 4090. The GPU is 42C at idle. Once gaming, 60C. 60 is fine, man. Keeps 60 to 70. So, dude, I've seen my AMD cards get up to the 80s, almost 90 or something. I'd rather do a lot. Oh, yeah, just keep it simple, man. You start stressing yourself out about all that stuff. Don't insult my fan curves, man. Dude, some people get all freaking. Some people like to do that stuff, man, and that's fine. Like, I don't care. I personally don't care, man. I just want to put my PC. I want the convenience of PC, bro. I just throw it together and play. New Nvidia app gives cards once HDR is turned on. Really? Oh, I haven't even tried it yet, so it's fine. I don't run HDR on PC just because of the fact that, like, I run saturated colors, so I don't need HDR. I don't use the HDR when I'm using oversaturated colors because that's the way I run it. I run with digital vibrance, or I run with oversaturation on my colors on my IPS display because it looks absolutely incredible to me. But if I'm playing on the OLED, then I use the HDR. Mother bothers me. I keep a fan running in my room. Yeah, see, you don't even have to worry about it. Don't obsess over something like that. Yeah, 4070 is a very efficient card. Very, very good on power, very good on heat. That's like one of the best things about the 4070 is that it's got the power of a 4090 and it runs quiet. Nothing bothers me. I love how it performs, and your thoughts really make me feel better. That's fine, man. Yeah, dude, I've been testing these cards forever, and they're not, dude. They run just fine. Oh man, I personally wouldn't recommend laptop, Pablo, especially if you're going from console to PC. I would just go for I would just go for a regular build, man. Because going from console to a laptop is pretty much just like going from one console to another, bro. That's the way I feel about it, and that's kind of the way it felt. You don't get the full power. You get limited by the power. So you're essentially on a laptop. You're actually getting less power than you would be with a console, depending on. I think it was like what 80 or 90 watts or something, or like 120 watts for the laptop that I bought. So yeah, where your consoles are like 300 volt or 300 watts or something. I personally would just go with a desktop. I think for $1,000, like you spend $1,000 or like $1,300 for a laptop when you could get a really good desktop that's got way more power for just a little bit more money. Liquid cooling, PC master race, absolutely. I play on a monitor mostly. I play most of my sim racing on my 4K OLED because those games usually can run really high frame rate on any of the cards I've ever used. I got Nvidia is awesome. Nvidia is awesome. After I got it all set up and working now, it's fine, dude. Like honestly, C5, I cannot tell a difference between a 7800 XT and a 4070 Super in just regular playing, unless I've got a frame counter up there showing me which games get like 5 frames better than the other one. I can't tell. Like it's like the colors look incredible now on the Nvidia card. So yeah, it's pretty much it's pretty close. That's why I don't think that AM or Nvidia should be charging $100 more for the same experience. If I would have got this experience when I first bought the Nvidia GPU, then yeah, it would have been a different story. I would have never tried AMD. Honestly, I would have just bought a 4080 and been like, "Yep, I'm good." You know what I mean? Like I would have just bought a 4080, but now I've got like three 4080s and GPUs. So yeah, go portable gaming device, get a Legion Go handheld. I like my ROG Ally, bro. It's freaking awesome. I'm a ROG Ally guy. I don't care about the Legion Go. But I mean, yeah, dude, I could kind of see why a Legion Go would be good with the disconnectable controllers, all of that stuff, a bigger screen. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Like it could have went either way. Honestly, if Legion Go would have been announced when I bought that, I probably would have waited for the Legion Go. But I bought that. You regret it. There's no upgrade path. Yeah, dude, trying to upgrade a laptop is absolutely pointless. It's a PC and console channel. It's a gaming channel. Why would you ask that, Jedi Knight? It's a both channel. It's a both channel. It's your gateway from console to PC, PC to console. It is what it is. It's a gaming channel. Right now I'm enjoying gaming on PC. Console to laptop, and I just felt like I paid for a little more performance with the desktop. I got a lot more. Yeah, you do get a lot more performance going to a desktop. I don't know why you would ask that, Jedi. Come on, bro. Like this is a gaming channel. Everybody that's here is welcome. You know, console, all of that stuff, dude. Get a Steam Deck. I would, yeah, dude. I want the upcoming Series X and improved controller. Oddly, I'm gonna buy one. I'll buy that digital Xbox. I'm gonna play freaking Hellblade 2. I'm actually gonna just play Hellblade 2 on the Xbox and then just make videos on the PC about it. I'm gonna play it at 30 frames a second and I'm gonna see how it goes, so that I can be. I'm not dissing on consoles at all, dude. This whole live stream was to call out the PlayStation fanboys for their inconsistent behavior. Through my spots. Oh, I can relax in the spa. It's a bro channel with Game Infusion Plus. about to test it right now. I'll let you know, dude. Microsoft has blades, has server blades that are liquid cooled, man. Spurs first game that good. Sell me on it, bro. Hellblade 2 is okay. So if you haven't played Hellblade 1, I would suggest playing Hellblade 1 because it sounds like the gameplay and all of that stuff is going to be more of that game, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad. Like, I really liked Hellblade 1. I thought it was a pretty cool game. Been a PC gamer now for over 20 years. I'm pretty much done with Xbox and PS. My PC, Steam Deck, and Switch has me covered. Awesome, biggie, biggie. Awesome, biggie. If it's internal 2 terabyte and newer controller, yep, that's what I'm. Honestly, Thomas, it better be 2 terabyte, and it better have a new controller. And I mean, I would pay $500 if it's 2 terabyte, but I would like to see them come down in price on it and make it like $400, or like 450 or something. Doc Dark and his PCMR with his laptop. What's with you console guys with training wheels? Hey, training wheels is fine, bro. I'm not against pre-builds. I know a lot of other people are against pre-builds. I'm not against that. I'm not against that. If you need to do that, if you feel more comfortable just getting a pre-built, get a pre-built, but get a good one. Just get a good one. I would probably stay away from like Dell, HP, all of like all of those ones. I would probably, or Lenovo, I would probably get like I'd probably get like a Corsair pre-built or an NZXT or something like that, and just get like like there's this other one like these they're on freaking Twitter, man. I see them a lot, and they've got like some pretty good. It looks like they've got some pretty decent builds. SkyTech or something. I think that's what they're called, man. Like SkyTech or something. I see him over there. I'm trying to get him to send me one so I can check it out. Just make sure you get a good one, man. Just don't. I mean, like, it's not hard to get one now. Like, when I bought my first pre-built, it was a little bit harder to get a PC, dude. Like, the only thing I could find was a 3060 Ti. And then I had to wait until I could get a hold of a 3080 and buy that and all that. I don't even think Hellblade needs all the frames like the shooters do. I don't. I think it's going to be fine at 30 frames per second. The only problem I have with 30 frames per second most of the time is when I'm panning the camera. I thought it was fine. Get a rebuild with a decent CPU. I personally would go for better, at least a 7800X 3D. 850 watt power supply. I would, and at least 32 gigs of RAM. That way, when you buy, like, if you do end up getting like a 4060 or a 7600 or something like that, then you can just upgrade your GPU straight across for more power. Doc just bought a cheap rig. Really? It was garbage and couldn't even cool what they sold it as. The CPU would temp throttle constantly. Had to buy more fans and a new case to get it to cool right. Yeah, I mean, well, with the ROG pre-built, you probably could just switch stuff out. Like with that HP Omen that I had, dude, that thing sucked for upgradability, man. It's got like a proprietary hard or motherboard and everything. So when I tried to use that motherboard in this PC, it wouldn't even work. Your pre-built, you wanted air cooled for simplicity and longevity. Yeah. AIO, I like AIO, dude. I think it's good as long as you put them in there right. I think it's fine, dude. This PC is over 8 months old, and I'm using the MSI 240 whatever AIO, the one that was like defective or whatever, and mine's still working just fine. And they said they usually go out in about 6 months. When you don't speak, it's silent, and when you cough, it tries to block it out. Never seen that. Oh, that's that's Nvidia broadcast, bro. Nvidia broadcast it blocks out all the other stuff. Dude, I could turn my fan on with Nvidia broadcast. That's a good thing about Nvidia, man. Like you get broadcast, so if you're a content creator, it is good. There are good things. It was a pandemic times and cheaper. Yep, exactly. Yeah, motion blur is pretty decent. What's up, Hazard Meat? What's up, buddy? I'm not against consoles, man. I'm not against consoles at all. I'm not, dude. I'm I'm like I'm 38-year-old veteran of consoles. Yeah, I've got the MSI AIO. I bought it at Best Buy 8 months ago, and it's worked just fine. I know that there was a lot of RMA for the exact model that I have, but when I was looking at like all of the things on there, they were like 6, 7, 8, 11 months before the one I got. So I was like, oh, okay, it's probably fine. What made me buy that one? I think it was because it was like $80. I don't know. I looked. I liked the little dragon on it, so I bought it. Dude, like I said, I don't go all nerdy like everybody else on the PC thing, bro. I just buy what's available. Like I don't even care. If this one goes out, I'll probably get a Corsair. You know what I mean? Like I'm not too worried about that. They're fairly cheap to buy a new one. So if it stops working, I'll just buy another one. I'll always buy the consoles, but yeah, because I like them. I think I think PC is a natural progression. Start hating on GTA 6 and Dragon's Dogma 2. Exactly, man. Dude, the ponies are so inconsistent. they're You already know they're gonna buy millions of copies of that 30 frames per second game, dude. They're gonna buy millions of copies of it. For sure. Not. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Buy what you want to buy, man. Don't. Dude. One thing I hate most is like that marketing crap, bro. I don't give a crap. I buy what looks cool and I buy what I want to use and I use it. Dude, everybody sat here and told me before I switched to AMD, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Except for a couple people, like Tara was like, yeah, dude, like there was literally only like maybe a couple people that were like, yeah, you're gonna enjoy AMD. Met Prism and like Terra Enigma and a couple other people like were telling me that like AMD's all right, but the majority of people were like, no, don't do it. And I was like, no, I'm trying it, dude. I'm sick of this freaking Nvidia stuff, man. That VRAM shit was starting to bug me on the 3080. So I did it. I tried AMD and it blew my freaking mind, man. Absolutely blew my freaking little mind. I came from PC to consoles. See, like I get that too, man. I get like going from PC to consoles. I 100% understand both. Like when these consoles first launched and I had that 3080, I had that feeling like I was like, dude, this sucks, man. This isn't better. This isn't way better. You know what I mean? You really gave me the strength and I hope and faith today. God led me here. I love it. If I could more than once, I would. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, brother. It really just does get annoying, man, when you sit there and listen. Like, I want to be hyped, so I just let Nvidia and AMD hype me up, dude. Like, watching other YouTubers, bro, it's just like all of them dudes have 4090s. They don't give a shit about the experience that I'm going to be having in a mid-range. You know what I mean? So how can I listen to their recommendations when they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, get the Nvidia card," and they're on a 4090, and I'm like, "Well, maybe I need to save $100 so that I can get a better CPU and go with AMD." It's hard to, that's why I'm keeping myself in that mid-range, is so, so that I can 100% fully understand and utilize that experience. Oh yeah, dude, they're gonna buy all those Xbox games. Wait until you see how good Forza Horizon 5 does on PS5. It's interactive fake frames soon with Frame Gen 2.0. Every single 30 FPS game on console runs like garbage on PC. What are you talking about? There's only a couple that have ran like absolute garbage. What was that one? Freaking Arc Survival Ascended. And I mean, like, Dragon's Dogma 2 does not run like garbage on my PC, bro. It runs incredible, except for when I'm in the city, bro. Then I drop into 40s, and that doesn't matter because I'm not doing anything important. And with G-Sync and VRR and all that stuff, it's not bad at all. Something, the best advice: get what you can afford. Mid-range keeps you relatable for real. Exactly, dude. Mid-range is probably the best place for me. I'm see extra. I'm gonna upgrade every single generation. I'm gonna upgrade every generation, so I'm always gonna get, like, when I upgrade to a 5070 Super or whatever, or 5070, I'm gonna get 4090 power out of that probably. You know what I mean? When I upgrade to a 8800 XT, I'm gonna get 7900 XTX power, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay. I'm just a little ways away. And it's more than good for what I'm playing. And none of them paid for it. They're all saying, exactly, dude. They're all getting 4090s for free. So how can they relate to what we're gonna be like? What we're gonna afford? How can they relate to what we're gonna be on, bro? They're not gonna sit there and throw in like a 4070 and actually play through the game. No, they're gonna play it on a 4090 so they can just brute force everything. Trust me, guys. I've thought about it a lot, just getting like a 4080 Super or like a 7900 XTX and just brute force and everything. But no, dude. Like, I'm okay with a mid range GPU. It's actually okay. It's significantly better. I have a 5900X. Yeah, exactly. Dragon's Dogma 2 is CPU limited, bro. Like, your GPU is not gonna change. Like, it doesn't matter what GPU you throw at it. I'm still getting at 1440p. I get up to 100 frames a second out in the world, running around at max settings with DLSS in quality. I do think mid range is the best bang for your buck, dude. If you've got like, I don't care money, then yeah, get 4090s or whatever. 7900 XT is entry level. Yeah, I like my 7900 XT, but it just, I don't need that powered. I don't need that. And when I got that 7800 XT and I was like, gosh dang, dude, this feels great. I felt like, yeah, I don't really need it. Can you guys see my thief on there? Yeah, thief is great, bro. It's sitting right here on my I downloaded it on my ROG Ally so I could play it on there. On PC, but it's over 30 FPS. Oh no, that's so bad. What'd you guys think of the what did you guys think of the thumbnail today? I'll go 6080 or 6090. I just don't think that. So here's the thing too. I don't think game developers are actually going to optimize their games for like a 4090. You know what I mean? Like they're not building them for that. That's just throwaway power. You're just literally throwing away money because the most you're going to do is just get more frames. With more power comes greater bottleneck. You know what I mean? I think VRAM is probably more important than overall power at this point. That 7600 XT, that thing runs pretty dang good, man. Uh, I just thought it would be funny, man. I was like, dude, let's do it. Let's be hilarious tonight. This is going in the entertainment file. This one's going in the entertainment file, my friends. I need to switch that visibility playlist. We're gonna put this in the entertainment content. The entertainment content that I said I was gonna start doing. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, you can't tell me that's not hilarious, man. You guys I know you guys cracked up laughing on that one. That was hilarious. Absolutely freaking hilarious, man. Oh no, that's bad. LOL. Uh, you did think you were clicking on Dreamcast guy? Just remember you were like a fan of him. I thought he was cool for. I thought he was. I used to watch him like when he was like a long time ago. But then he started hating on all my favorite games. Like I'm a Ubisoft fanboy, bro, and he started hating on all those. So I was like, what the hell, dude? Play last gen Xbox One games on it. Honestly, I'm so hyped for Ghost. I'll probably not play anything else once that comes out. It was about 45 hours on that game. Just how can you get away with it? Oh gosh. I was like, dude, I gotta do this. I gotta do this, man. He's out there. He's out there bagging on my Xbox, bro. I gotta get him. I gotta get him back. I was thinking about adding like a Reforged gaming face and an MBG face on there and stuff too, but I didn't have time to like go through and like clip all those things and put them on there. He posted a new one. That's his thumbnail, bro. I took his thumbnail off of Twitter, bro, and I threw my face on there, and I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "That's bad." I added a little bit to it. Oh gosh, dude, I thought it was funny. That guy is such a freaking clickbait artist, bro. You watch his stuff, and I swear, it's just dumb, man. I can't believe he does that stuff. It's like everything about Xbox is bad, but I get it, dude. He's living off this. Ubisoft, have you played the new Prince of Persia? I did. I played it. And I played Pandora. Dude, I play every Ubisoft game. Get a Ubisoft Connect. I would sign up for a month, play them, and then if you like, yeah, don't keep signed up to it unless they're dropping games every month. If Ubisoft was dropping games every month, then I would be like, yeah, dude, get it. But they don't drop them fast enough anymore to make it worth it because their games are usually $15 after like 20 30 days anyways, man. I appreciate it extra. Really struggling to lock in on games at the moment. Like Starfield, Horizon Forbidden West look great, but I don't know if I want to spend 60 hours in that game to finish it. Like it seems very repetitive, very limited combat. The combat gets better. The combat gets a lot better once you start getting better stuff. Turn the difficulty up. Turn up the difficulty. AD! What's up, man? I play most games 4K 120 on the Series X. My LG C2. Nice, buddy. What? Yes, dear? Skull and Bones. Yes. Yeah, you got Skull and Bones right now. You've got Pandora, gosh dang it, Avatar, and you got and Assassin's Creed. So you've got like 4 games right now. Sign up for it, beat all 4 of them, and then see if you can do it in 30 days. But his content is a little samey, like his channel hasn't grown, and honestly, after his content ends, he always has like an ending sentence after the video ends. I do that all the time too, man. I'm trying to be like the anti PlayStation version of Dreamcast guy. And he says that one random sentence. I haven't watched him for a very long time. Time for dinner, dude. Oh no, I already ate dinner, dude. I had a big old giant steak. I'm a carnivore, man. That's all I eat now is meat. I just eat all the meat. Oh, I had a big old steak and a couple of string cheese. Batman Arkham Knight, so awesome on PC. Oh yeah, it sucks that they locked that at 30 frame or 90 frames a second though. 90 frames. That's like weird. Weird. Way weird. 20 is a myth on console. Yeah, definitely. Is there any games that actually run 4K locked at 120? I don't think there are. Except for what? Okay, yeah. I mean, like Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Yeah. Another 30 FPS game, dude. Wait until PlayStation actually puts out a next gen game, and we'll see how 30 frames a second that is. I'd stop throwing stones in your little glass house, Mr. Packers. Stop throwing them stones, buddy. PlayStation 5 Pro isn't going to save you. Because you probably don't even have a PlayStation 5 yet. Shouldn't you at least have a freaking 8K is not a myth. I can run 8K on my 7900 XT on games and then super sample them down to 1440p. I love doing that. Only old games like Halo Master Chief Collection. Yeah. Like PS5 says 8K on the box. Peppa Pig runs 4K 120. Is it locked? Is it a locked 4K? No, because they actually do have some games that do run 4K. And PlayStation has one game that... See, PlayStation 5 can't even output 8K. I was gonna buy one of those freaking... I was gonna buy one of the Mikos, dude. But for some reason, it hasn't even launched yet. I would have bought one. Can't believe how dense that environment is for... Yeah, exactly. Every PlayStation game offered 60 frames. Yeah, you're right. At 864p, bro. Don't try to sit here and tell me you playing them freaking blurry games on your 4K screen. You really want me to believe you guys are actually playing them games at 60 frames a second? Dude, I struggled through Final Fantasy. I mean, dude, I kind of wish they would bring back checkerboard rendering on the PlayStation 5, to be completely honest with you, because that actually looked better than whatever the hell they're doing now. Wish it wasn't Avatar? Which one? I want Avatar just for the graphics alone? Oh, I know, huh? I would just get it on freaking on Ubisoft Plus, dude, to be completely honest with you. I've only played like 10 hours of that game. I have not been able to stick to it. I barely even stick to like the Far Cry games. I've only beat one Far Cry game, and it was the spin-off of 5. Dragon's Dogma 2, how you playing that? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All them PS4 games getting freaking remade and remastered. Dude, Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to argue with Go Packers tonight because he doesn't make any sense, bro. He's still probably on a PS3. Oh, gosh. Don't say bad stuff about my PlayStation. You know what, dude? I'm not against PlayStation. I'm really not. I like my PlayStation 5. So I need to stop being mean to the little PlayStation guys when they come by. They are, coming to the channel. They're clicking on the content. They're watching it. They're interacting. So there's no reason to be mean to them. I know that they like to come here and say naughty things about Xbox, but they don't know any better. They don't know any better. They think quality. They have quality issues. Wait until they see what PC can do. Oh my gosh. Just wait till you see what PC can do on your PlayStation 5 games. Huh. I mean, playing max settings on Horizon Forbidden West, very good looking game. Exactly, dude. PS4 Pro on checkerboard rendering, that looked good, man. On some of those games, it looked very good. Some of them looked so fuzzy, I was gonna die. It's so fuzzy, I'm gonna die. Switch is 7 years old. Absolutely. PS5 can run 8K 60 FPS native on Peppa Pig. Oh gosh, on the Tourist, the Tourist. Packer still thinks I'm Dreamcast guy. Oh, I keep giving you 30 FPS game. You're right. They give us 30 FPS games on our Xbox, but on our PCs we can play out of whatever frame rate we can get. You're right, dude. You're right. PlayStation makes you buy a game on the PlayStation 5 even if if it looks like crap. You know what, Packers? Okay, you know what? I'm going to be serious for a minute. The PlayStation 5, yes, it does give you a 60 FPS mode on all of those games. It does. And there's no denying that. Every PlayStation 5 game has launched with a 60 FPS mode. You're 100% right. There have been multiple games now that have launched that are exclusive, that are Xbox exclusive, console exclusive games that have launched at 30 frames per second. There's no denying that at all. But with Xbox, you get the opportunity to buy that game one time, and if you have a PC, you can run it on a PC at whatever frame rate. There's no locks on the PC version. They run great, they look good, they've got better visuals, the higher frame rates, everything, the whole 9 yards. If you've got a PC, you can run those games day one at whatever settings you can get out of them. On the PlayStation, yes, they come with a 60 frames per second mode, but most of the time, it's a struggle to play those games at 60 frames a second because you make significant sacrifices to the overall image quality on those games. So we can sit here and we can go back and forth all day about the choices that Xbox makes to bring out 30 FPS games versus, PlayStation letting the fans decide. I am with you. I'm with you on that. I absolutely think that Xbox should launch every game with a 60 FPS mode in those games, no questions asked. It doesn't matter how bad the game looks. I'm right there with you. I 100% believe that Xbox should stop forcing 30 FPS games on the community. I'm right there with you. But to sit here and say that a game like Hellblade 2 is going to be a bad experience because it's only 30 frames per second, that's pretty disingenuous. Even looking at the visuals of Hellblade 2, you can tell that is one of the most visually impressive games that have come out this generation, period, hands down. So to sit here and try to make it look bad because it's only 30 frames per second, that's kind of disingenuous to me. It is. And knowing that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out at 30 frames per second only, we know that everybody's going to be backing that up and standing behind that game. RDR2, goalposts keep moving. They are a different breed, that's for sure. Bless their hearts. Dude, playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PC with a lot of frames is very, very good. Very good. I play at 60 FPS. So are you not buying the 30 FPS games? Yeah, you're right. Xbox doesn't treat us like a second class citizen. They treat us like we get console We get a $500 console and we get what a $500 console can do. It did. PS2 was a lot more 60 FPS games. It does look pretty insane, but it's not out yet. I'm actually thinking that Death Stranding 2 is going to be a 30 FPS game too. I think that's why there's this rush to get a PS5 Pro out. Because once these actual next gen PS5 games start dropping, you're going to start seeing the frame rate dropping too. PlayStation might just stick with it though. You know what I mean? They might just stick with it. They might try to force Grand Theft Auto to do a 60 FPS. Probably the developer. But I mean, I've been playing Ninja Theory games for a very long time, bro. Like the Devil May Cry that they made, that game was absolutely incredible. I have that on PC too. I want to download that on my ROG Ally. I actually forgot about that. Ooh boy. Oh yeah, I bought Rage 2. I forgot about that. But I don't want to download that on here. I want to download Devil May Cry. Install. Ooh. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I think that all this nonsense, dude, is just like the console war fodder. To be completely honest with you guys, it gets old, but it is kind of fun to devil in sometimes. 30 FPS. Plenty of games to play. Oh, you're a skipper. I used to skip a lot of games like that last generation if they weren't 4K. PS5 Pro release because there aren't any first party console games to go with it, I heard, and also that's why they are publishing a lot of games like Helldivers 2 due to no first party releases. Yeah. PlayStation, well, I don't know. The dude said there's no AAA bangers planned for this year, so until like at least March of 2025, so I don't know. Does the install take on my PC? Like how long does a game typically take for you? Just a few minutes. I've got like gigabit internet, bro. Like it downloads it at like almost a 800 gigs a second. Like this game here that I'm downloading right now is 8 gigs and it's like 79% done on the ROG Ally. I have fast internet. Download speeds are very fast. Steam gives better sales on games. Absolutely they do, Chaos. Man, I found so many games. You know how cool it is to go back and buy like these older games on like Xbox and like the older PlayStation and Xbox games? It's so cool to see these games running on there. Dude, I bought Blood Rain 2 on PC, bro. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got Blood Rain. And it's kind of an updated game. Like the controls and stuff are still a little wonky or whatever, but I really wish they would remake that game, bro. You know what the funny thing is? I can't wait to see what Go Packers has to say when I'm playing WRC, EA Sports WRC on PSVR 2 on my PC before they even get the option to play it on PS5. Haha. You have half gig Google Fiber and it takes 30 minutes? Really? Dang.
Here are some pictures that match.
I don't need any pictures. Bixby. Bixby be listening to me, man. She always wants to listen to me. AI is coming for us all anyways, man. Download in 3 minutes. Yeah, anywhere from like 3 to 10 minutes. It depends. If it's like on my PlayStation 5, it takes forever. Like my Xbox and PC and ROG Ally, they download games instantly, man. But my freaking PS5, dude, for some reason, it takes forever. It takes like 40 minutes to download. Like, dude, it took me. I downloaded like 16 gigs for Rise of the Ronin on the day that it launched or whatever, and then I had to go to bed without downloading it because like I had to go to work. Horizon Forbidden West. Yep, buy both of them. Just kind of over Dragon's Dogma 2. Good game, just kind of lackluster. Dude, I'm loving Dragon's Dogma 2. I freaking love that game. But I love open world games, man. I like to run around and fight and do all that stuff. Pick up Red Dead Redemption 2, man. You're going to be blowing away on that 4070. Oh yeah, dude, it takes forever on my PS5. 40 minutes is a long time, dude. It is a very long time. When I can download like all of Call of Duty in less than 20 minutes on my freaking Xbox, and it takes like 4 hours to download on PS5, dude. It takes that's bad. Uh, you know what I mean? Like my PC is very fast at downloading. Fast compared to USA. No, 100 megabytes a second is pretty slow compared to us, my friend. I've got 1,000 megabytes a second. Or megabits or whatever the hell it is. It downloads fast. It takes like 10 seconds to download a gigabyte. Like, I got a pawn for like 68 RC credits, traded him in. Now he is. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, dude. They one of my first one of my first pawns that I got him for like 38, and then I tried to get her back later in the game, and she was, yeah, dude. It was ridiculous. See, I got gigabit. It's like 1.2 gigabit or whatever, but I only get like 860 something megabytes a second or some shit. I don't know, dude. It takes like it literally takes 10 seconds to download 1 gig. That's all I know. It takes like 10 seconds to download 1 gigabyte. Mm. No one uses my pawn anymore? Really? Dang. Yeah, dude. What's going on in Australia, man? Which is really fast. It takes like 30. Yeah, see, back when I had like 2 to 300, it took like 30 minutes. Now it's like 10 minutes average. A 50 gig game is like yeah, like 10 minutes or so. Not even 10 minutes. Ugly or too much. 1,000 megabytes is 1 gig. Yeah. Well, actually, it's 1,024 megabytes is a gig. His word now. You should look him up for me and see if he's word. Put his name in the thing or something. Everything is so expensive. We should have 1 gig internet speed. Wouldn't ever move though. Yeah, it's expensive and you need better speeds. Better speeds, my friends. Says I'm getting pretty low on my internet. Lost some 100 plebs here, and you guys are. I know, huh? Well, if you had faster internet, you'd have a faster 4080. No, I'm just joking. What's up, Jack? How you doing, my friend? I don't know, dude. I think the world's falling apart when it comes to like finances and stuff, bro. Like this is bad. It's just getting ridiculously expensive. I mean, I've been trying to find ways to cut my costs for a while now. Hellblade situation, I'm not mad about it. I've got a PC, Jet. I have a PC. I'll play it on the PC at 60 frames. I'll play it on PC. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. As long as it looks good at 30 frames per second, I don't think that anybody should be mad about it. It's only $49.99 at launch, and you can play it on Game Pass day one. So I don't know. I don't know. No. I was just right here on my audio stream. It says my audio stream's bitrate is 0, is lower than recommended bitrate. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Check my phone. Did you buy me a present? Better have bought me a present, man. I don't have nothing on my phone, dude. Yeah, oh, I pay for an unlimited data cap. I pay for an unlimited data cap. That's why my internet's so expensive. I pay like $200 a month for internet. And the only reason I pay for $200 a month on internet is because I run this channel. So I have to pay a lot of money. Performance mode in these games? Yeah, they should, but if it's going to make the game look trash, I don't care. Needed to topple the economy. I'm super blessed in God is to thank for all of its gifts. I hope everyone feels and knows God's blessings. I hope they do too, man. I just know that like I put my head down and I go to work and my wife goes to work and we work our butts off, bro. So I don't know. I don't feed into all the negativity. Buy Stellar Blade to support the devs. All right. I'll buy Stellar Yams to support the devs. Yeah, well, you're cheap, dude. I have to pay for gigabit internet and unlimited data. No, dude, my internet bill is $217 a month for internet and security. I have security cameras and my internet. Ha! I hope so, dude. I really hope so, Primitive. We need real leadership. We need strong male leadership. We need strong male leadership, man. Not this old limp noodle, bro. Oh, I'm a mechanic, bro. Well, I'm a maintenance guy. I work for a company. I do all their maintenance. Caps. Yeah, exactly, dude. I just pay for the unlimited, so I don't have to pay, and it's like $50 a month or something. Of Comcast. And I think my contract just ended, so because I was paying 185 and now it's up to 217, so I'm gonna have to call them and threaten them to leave to Google Fiber. We have weak beta males. Yeah, we do, man. Welcome to the generation of dudes not knowing what it feels like to get punched in the mouth for saying something stupid. These weak beta male, it's funny, dude, because they all like, oh yeah, you should respect women, and it's like, dude, if you guys are weak, bro, when the other dudes come over here, they're just gonna take your women, bro. They're just gonna take them. I make a year and still just getting by. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, I only have Comcast right now. Fiber is supposed to be coming soon. Seeing SBI not hire white people sucks. I've had recruiters skimp over my resume because I'm ethnic, and that sucked, but wouldn't want that to happen to anyone. Yeah, you look at that, dude. It's on Xbox. It's a re-release. Yeah, you can get it on Xbox too. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, being racist against anybody is trash, dude. I have zero tolerance for racist people, dude. Like I have zero tolerance for racists. I think they're garbage. But all right, my friends, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go spend some time with my wife in video games. We had fiber since inception. Not gonna raise. Yeah, dude. As soon as Google Fiber gets here, I'm probably gonna upgrade to it. I'm probably gonna do that immediately. Change my name, and they all called. Oh, really? Yeah, racism is garbage, man. Just be good to people. Just treat people like the way you want to be treated, man. So, all right, my friends. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. I thought we had a good stream. That was pretty awesome. So, we'll see you guys. Enjoy your video gaming. Yeah, I usually only do like 2-hour live streams, bro. That's all I got in me. Sometimes I go a lot longer, but yeah, 2 hours is usually the time I set aside for a live stream. Because then that gives me time to play video games or spend time with the family and stuff like that. So, but we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys within the next couple days. I'm gonna do another live stream this weekend. Probably tomorrow night, honestly. Probably do another live stream tomorrow.